Hi, I'm Jaqueline P'ng and this is the evening highlights. CIMB Group says third quarter net profit slid nearly 10% from lower wholesale banking contribution. It's been a bumpy year so far for the group, which was forced to cut 11% of its total workforce earlier this year to pursue greater cost efficiency. For the quarter under review, CIMB's net profit stood at 804 million ringgit, down from 890 million ringgit in the previous corresponding period. Revenue rose to 3.8 billion versus 3.5 billion previously. For the 9 months of FY15, net profit slumped 31% to 2 billion ringgit. Revenue rose about 9% to 11 billion ringgit. CIMB Group CEO Shahrol Azral said in a statement today that 2015 is proving to be a challenging year for the financial services industry. He said CIMB's Malaysia operations showed encouraging performance in difficult conditions, but the group continues to be cognizant of moderating economic growth and a slowdown in consumer spending. The group embarked on its mid-term strategy dubbed T18 earlier this year. And as a result, Shahrol says CIMB is well positioned to face the prevailing headwinds from a structural alignment and cost management perspective. The Public Accounts Committee, or PAC, is hoping to complete its probe into 1MDB and present its report to Parliament by next March. Chairman Dato' Hassan Arifin said this in a statement after grilling the fund's ex-CEO Dato' Shahrol Azral Ibrahim Helmi for 4 hours today. He said Shahrol was questioned on 1MDB's link with the Terengganu Investment Authority and PetroSaudi International. Shahrol will also have to be present for a second hearing by the PAC next Monday. PKR Secretary General Rafizi Ramli is daring the National Feedlot Corporation, or NFC, to reveal the minutes of a 2009 board meeting. This after he claimed that the NFC had given retrospective approval for transactions that led to its executive chairman getting acquitted for CBT.
Saya mencabar supaya NFC mendedahkan semua minit mesyuarat lembaga pengarah dan minit mesyuarat agung tahunan mengenai keputusan-keputusan ini supaya rakyat boleh melihat sendiri bagaimana keputusan menjadikan NMLC sebuah anak syarikat untuk memastikan Datuk Seri Saleh terlepas ini sebenarnya dibuat selepas dana telah dipindahkan tanpa kebenaran dan kemudian di tarikhnya itu diawalkan.
The transactions Rafizi is referring to are the NFC's 9.75 million ringgit purchase of 2 condominiums in Bangsar and a 40 million ringgit transfer to the National Meat and Livestock Corporation. According to him, the retrospective approvals were backdated to dates after the actual transactions took place. Opposition lawmakers are warning that the TPPA will see local SMEs squeezed out by bigger foreign companies. They say local businesses aren't ready to compete on a level playing field. That's why they need the opportunity to up their game.
Competition is good, but when you have a school run, you don't put standard 1 to run with standard 6. There must be a process of allowing competition to be introduced at our own pace, decided according to national interests.
Competition aside, there's also concern over the fact that these foreign companies don't have to reinvest here.
So you can even imagine, a chain of medical clinics set up by an American company. Memang dia dapat doctors di Malaysia untuk kerja sebagai pekerja lah. Doktor itu staff. Tapi untung klinik itu akan dihantar keluar. Bukan akan bersirkulate, beredar dalam pasaran kita.
The TPPA is considered the brainchild of US President Barack Obama, and if it gets off the ground, it would be considered a legacy-defining victory for him. The agreement aims to lift trade barriers, but critics say it's just a sweetheart deal for big corporations. The deal was reached last month by 12 countries led by the US. It will affect 40% of the world economy. Freshly listed packaging manufacturer and distributor Taek Chung is looking to buy a Brunei-based firm for 1.54 million ringgit. The acquisition will be funded internally and not from the IPO proceeds.
Is self-generated funds in terms of for the acquisition-wise. So basically, we are capable of sustaining personally as well as a company to make our own growth for the company.
The Kota Kinabalu-based company made its debut on the ACE market of Bursa Malaysia today at 30 cent, double its initial IPO price of 15 cent. The IPO involved a public issue of 142 million new shares at 15 cent each. The company currently has 18 distribution centres. It is already eyeing an upgrade to the main board within 2 years. The stock jumped by 130% earlier today to 34.5 cent before paring gains to close at 32 cent. And that brings DHTV Evening Highlights to a close. I'm Jaqueline P'ng. Thank you for watching.